Greetings, programs. For a long time, I have wanted a Ghostbusters press kit. And there's one auction that I've been watching for years. It doesn't sell, and it keeps popping up in my saved searches, and I keep seeing the email about it, and I'm like, it's that same one. If they'd lower the price, maybe somebody would buy it. It's in Australia, and it's like $1,000 US. I don't want to pay that much, because I've got some pieces of a press kit. I just don't have the full final thing. Show you a couple of things in my collection before we get to that. This is a set of lobby cards for the first film. So you got Venkman, Stantz, Spengler in front of the firehouse there. Nice color print. These were, put in theaters to help advertise the movies that were there playing. I had this set, and notice it's got the name of the film across the bottom of the frame, and then there's like a little text thing here. One day I see an auction listing for a set of these lobby cards, and it's different. Instead of the name of the movie being across the bottom, it's stacked as two words, Ghostbusters, down here in the lower left-hand corner. And I thought, it could be a bigger photo if this text is blocking that part of the frame of the actual negative. Then theoretically, these with the text over here on the side might be showing more photo across that bottom edge. What the heck? I'll go ahead and buy them. Yeah. They were bigger. So anyway, and it does look like they're cropped the same across the bottom edge. So really, this one has less photo in it, even though it's a bigger print, because the text in the corner is actually blocking more of the photo than what is visible here, where the photo is sitting on top of a stripe of text across the bottom. Wah, wah. So anyway, it's neat that I have two different sizes of that, because I didn't know it was a different size when I paid for the auction. More photos. These are the black and white photos, 12 of them, that come with the Ghostbusters press kit for the first film. This is number one, so you got Venkman, Stantz, and Spengler again. Before anybody goes and types in the comments, why no love for Winston? Why no love for Ernie? They were using this material to advertise the film, so the people that were bankable stars were the ones that they kind of were, showing first. But he's in here. There's a great picture of all the Ghostbusters from the finale of the film, if I can find it. I may have dropped it. Here we go. It's number 3, but I've got it out of order. There we go. All right, there's Ernie. Okay, he was represented. Okay, calm down. It's getting to the point that everybody's just sort of knee-jerk saying that stuff without even finding out whether or not there was representation. So, set of the stills from the press kit. And I saw this auction and I thought, those could be fake, because these photos are available as scans on the Spook Central website. And that kind of held my hand at first, because I was like, it stayed my hand. It held me off. It didn't hold my hand, which would be like a Beatles song. But anyway, so it stayed my hand at first because I thought, I'm not entirely sure I want to risk doing that in case those are phonies. This could be an unscrupulous eBay seller that found them on Spook Central, printed them onto glossy black and white, 8x10s, and is ripping me off. But then I looked into the price of taking those digital files that are publicly available and printing them off as black and white glossy 8x10s. And if so, then that seller was actually selling them at a loss. He was selling them for cheaper than I could go have them printed. I said, okay, click, bought. Comparing them to the files that are on Spook Central, there are some tiny, subtle differences, which either somebody stole their files, changed things, then printed them, then sold them, or it's a legit different batch of photos printed maybe at a different, publicity house or something. Don't know. But there were enough tiny variances that I thought, okay, I'm fairly sure this is real. What I didn't have from the press kit was all the text handouts that talked about the stars and their careers and the plot of the movie, etc., etc. So what did I do? Of course, I went on Spook Central and I took the files and I went and I had them printed. So yeah, my text portion of the press kit is all perfect, copies right here, but they're phonies. And I know they're phonies because I made them myself. Another piece that I lack for a press kit is the folder that it comes in. So it's Ghostbusters across the front, and then it would have pockets on the inside. So what you're seeing here is not the folder from a press kit. This is a similar looking handout that is the entire credits of the movie printed out. And then it's got the logo on the front with the ghost from the opening animation, not the final Moogly. And then across the back, it's got this text information. I know one of these I bought from Paul Rudolph, the webmaster of Spook Central. So Spook Central gave me this, and Spook Central gave me that, and then I talked with Spook Central about those photos to see if he thought they were real. Somehow or another, I've wound up with 2 of these, and I have no idea, I have no recollection specifically of when I got the second one. So anyway, but I still didn't have the actual press kit. I had the 12 photos. I had a pretty doggone good replica of the text. Didn't have the folder exactly. I could fake it in a photo using that. But still, I kind of wanted the whole thing, and I didn't want to spend $1,000 on it. You might notice I'm in a new environment. As I've explained in one of my Star Wars related videos, I'm working a new job, and so I'm passing through a town that has this residence that I can stay in when needed. A key has been given to me, so it's at my disposal. And the very first morning of my new job in a new city, in a new town, as management for the first time, I got up that morning, and on my new cell phone, I checked my email, and I had an eBay saved search hit for a Ghostbusters press kit, and it was in my price range. Way less than $1,000, and I said, yeah, that I'm going to treat myself to that because of what today is. I'm getting that. Shortly after I made purchase on it, I was contacted by the seller, Aaron, who said, I think we're friends on Facebook. I'm surprised that hasn't happened to me more times over the years, that I've bought something off of eBay and turn out to know the person, because I've had pen pals all across the U.S. and other countries. I've had, friends. There are friends in cities that we have corresponded since pen pal days, then social media days, then, email days, that I still haven't even met in person. But this is somebody that I had been talking to on Facebook, actually. So he contacted me and said, hey, I'm glad you got this. I think we know each other. So here we go. This is a legit copy of the Ghostbusters press kit. Now, here are the differences on the folder. Number 1, bigger. Number 2, the back. So, whereas this has all this text information, this one just says Columbia Pictures on the back. And on the interior, it will have the pockets to hold everything. So, Columbia Pictures. Hey, look! Now I have 3 of those. Did not expect that. Okay, so on the inside, we can see the pockets for holding things. And this one says Columbia Pictures Publicity and Promotion Department with an address there. Hey, maybe you could write them and tell them to send you one. I don't know. And then inside this little brown paper bag, I'm so happy to finally have that part. Inside the brown paper bag, we have the photos and something else. Oh, neat. Oh, neat. That is from the Life magazine article. So that's the Busters. I have this magazine at home, and it's signed by Ernie Hudson. So that's neat that I now have an extra page of that. It would be neater if the signature was on this one, and then I could frame it and put it up on the wall. And then a wonderful picture of a shirtless John Malkovich on the back. And then a little tiny photo here from GB2. So, all right. It says Ghostbusters 2, Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray. It says Harold Ramis. Yeah, it looks like they crossed out the name Harold. And then it says 4.25 inches wide. Thurs, and I guess TV. So, and you can see marks on it where they wanted it cropped. Wild. All right. So, thank you for that. Little extra bonus in there. So, this is picture number 8, number 12, number 9, number 3, number 1, and number 11. Okay, so photos not complete, but I already have the 12 photos. So, now I've got a handful of spares here. All right, so, and then these are legit text prints from the original movie coming out. May not be all of them, but looks like it's just 2 folders. They may have been stapled together differently than what I'd stapled mine. So, all right. So, partial photo press kit, but hey, I finally have the big folder. All right, so happy new job to me. Now, when he messaged me, Aaron said, I have another auction listing right now for a GB2 press kit, if you're interested. And I kind of dithered because I was in another state at the time that I was seeing that message, and I was like, I'll wait. But I put it in my watch list on eBay. And then while I was going to get all of this stuff to bring to shoot the video with and everything, guess what I found? I already owned the press kit to GB2 and totally forgot I had it. So here's a legit press kit for GB2, which I guess is why I knew that those little folders weren't big enough to match. So there's GB1, GB2 folders for press kits. Thank you for watching.